Back with another video, folks, and tonight I have a special announcement to make. So, as you guys already know, that I explained in yesterday's video that since I'm a big fan of Thomas and Friends, that obviously the number one childhood show I always watch still to this day is Thomas the Train. So, obviously, as I am still collecting, because I used to collect the Trackmaster Wooden Railway, but those I do not collect anymore. I'm pretty much too old to collect those now. So now I moved up to the big leagues. So as you guys already know, that how I have Thomas and Friends, like HO scale items and O scale items of Thomas and Friends as well. So basically, so you guys already know, everybody already knows on my YouTube channel that for Thomas and Friends that I still have to collect a lot of Thomas items in HO scale and O scale that I do not yet have. So for Thomas and Friends HO scale, I have to collect the discontinued items currently on sale and coming out in the future. That's for Thomas and Friends Bachman HO scale. And for O scale, for Thomas and Friends O scale, I still got to collect the discontinued items, the currently on sale, and the ones coming out in the future. Hopefully there are some new Thomas items in O scale that come out in the future that Lionel will make. I really hope so. Because if that's the case, make some more box cars. Make a box car of Henry, Edward, Ironary and Bert, Emily, Diesel, like Paxton. Even make a Paxton engine too. So yeah. I think Lionel should do that though. And basically, and also there are some, and so also with Thomas HO scale and Thomas O scale items, like there are items out there, like I explained, I think that no, I didn't explain yesterday. So no, there are Thomas and yeah, so there are Thomas HO scale and Thomas O scale items out there that basically do not count though, because let me start over here. Yeah, there are some items that do not count. I'll start with the O scale. So as you see that here I have the Thomas remote set for O scale. The number's 683510. Yes, 683510. And that's got the OG remote. And this is the Percy freight set with the new remote. Diesel freight set's got the new remote. The James freight set with the new remote. So yeah, those ones. Oh, and over here too, I also got the Thomas Christmas freight set. It's also got the new remote. So yeah, so basically guys, like that's what I mean. So some HO scale and O scale items that do not count, but I'll start off with O scale. So yeah, so the Thomas O scale items that do not count are basically like obviously like pretty much like that items that are sold separately, or yeah, basically items that are like sold separately, or yeah, items that are sold separately, or or it's the same set though, but just a little something's different about it. Like for example, so here I have the Thomas remote set. Now obviously it's the same item number, and this set, the one that has 683510 on it, like this set right here, I already have on my list as it doesn't count. It's in my don't count O scale list for Thomas and Friends item that doesn't count in O scale. So that's one of them that's on there, because obviously this set is still on sale, but it's actually got the newer remote. You see, here's the newer remote right here. So the newer remote, yeah, this one's got the newer remote, which it's obviously a blue color, the newer remote. So yeah, so that's why that set doesn't count, because why buy the same thing when it's just a different remote that's got the new remote with its blue color? Like, why waste your money that way? So no, and same thing though, like with like Percy, Diesel, James, and the Thomas Christmas freight set, all four of those sets have the older remote, which is the OG remote right here. they got those ones too. And there's another Thomas set in O scale that has that too, but that Thomas set has the moving eyes along with the other Percy, Diesel, and James and freight set that have, they also have the moving eyes as well and the older controller at the same time. And but the Thomas Christmas freight set, there is an older set to the Thomas Christmas freight set too that has the older remote, but the eyes on that one doesn't move. The eyes on that one does not move. But yeah, and what else? Yeah, so I'll say it again. So yeah, like as you see, since I have the Thomas, Percy, James, Diesel, sets and everything, and the Thomas Christmas freight set, since I got all 5 of the remote sets, that the ones that I have, they're the ones that do not move. And basically the ones that I do not have is like basically like so basically since there's a Thomas remote set, which is the same item number that's on sale right now, but the only thing different about it now is that the older controller is replaced by the newer controller, which the newer controller is this one, but in a blue color. So yeah, and then you got a Percy, Diesel, and James freight set that also, like the OG ones that have the OG sets of theirs that have the OG remote, and same with the Thomas Christmas freight set that they have an older one too of the Thomas Christmas freight set with a OG remote like that too, same thing. And there's another Thomas with Andy and Clarabelle set that also has that remote as well, but like in an older like version though, and a different item number. That Thomas set, because that Thomas set with that Thomas set that has a different item number and the OG controller like that, and same with Percy, Diesel, and James freight set that also have this remote to their older sets. Those are different item numbers as well, and all 4 of those are the sets that have the eyes moving. So yeah, those 4 have the eyes moving. And yeah, so besides, what's different about those ones is that A, the eyes move, and B, you got like a Wi-Fi logo on top of like its roof, like right here on all of them. And C, it's like the older remotes though. And D, like the whistle here, like the whistle, the sounds, and the bell, they all like sound different though. And I'm just like not like a fan of like the sounds and everything. And plus though, on all 4 of them folks, it's just like with the sounds though, it just has her top hat saying all aboard just over and over, like not. And kind of though, I just like, I'm actually glad that I have the newer ones though, because it's got like more sound, like the characters talking, and it's got like their like whistles, and they added on the bell and everything, which I thought's cool. And I think there's just like more to like the newer ones, and that's why I'm glad I have the newer ones. And also with the older Thomas Christmas freight set that has the old controller as well, the same one as that one. That one has like the different sounds too. Like the sound's different too. It's got Sir Tom has saying all aboard for the sounds, only that one, and the bell's different and the whistle's different on that one too. But the only thing that that's not on that Thomas Christmas freight set with the older remote, the only one that doesn't have anything to it is the moving eyes. Like there's no moving eyes on the Thomas Christmas freight set, the older version with the older remote control. I don't know why though. I thought that didn't make sense though, but honestly though, like those ones don't count at all though, because like I don't care about like the moving eyes and everything though. All I care about is that I already have all 5 of the remote sets to Thomas, Diesel, Percy, and James, and the Thomas Christmas freight set. Like, as long as I have all 5 of them, that's all I care about. And I'm actually glad that I have the better ones, because I feel, in my opinion, the ones that I have are the better ones because they have more sound to it, and it's got like the character's voice impression, and I feel too it's they're like better in that way with their CGI face. But the older ones that I don't have, which is the other Thomas set that also has the older remote too, like that, and a different item number, not that item number of course, but a different item number. And same with Percy, Diesel, and James freight set that also have that remote too in their colors. uh those I think have different item numbers as well, those sets, because I have those on my list too that doesn't count, because basically all 4 of those, the eyes on that move, the sound, the bell, and the whistle is different, and it comes like a different colored box. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste my money and like get those ones, even though it has the moving eyes and different sounds, because I already like have them though, since I'm more into HO scale. And same with the older version of the Thomas Christmas freight set that also has that same remote too, that I rather not get that as well, because I know that's a different item number as well. But yeah, that one doesn't have the eyes moving for some reason. I don't know why, but I could care less though, because I'm not getting it because I already have it. But yeah, and that one, that older one with the older remote of the Thomas Christmas freight set, like that remote right there that it comes with, that one, yeah, that one, folks, like has like the same sound, the same bell, and the same whistle as like all the other OG Thomas sets that of the remote ones that I just mentioned just now, like 5-10 seconds ago. So yeah, so basically items like that, guys, in O scale, or if they're like items that are, or if there's items that are basically like sold separately and I already got them in a set, like stuff like that though, and the sets that I just talked about, like that are pretty much the same though, but there's a couple different things about them, like those are those type of items that do not count in O scale. And HO scale as well, it's the same exact thing. So yeah, HO scale, it's the same exact thing. Like here, let me show you. So in HO scale, as you see, I got the Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle set many years ago, and obviously the Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle set, the item number 00642, that was my first ever HO scale set I ever gotten, and that was almost 10 years ago. Actually, no, it was already been 10 full years. So yeah, and yeah, so there's Annie and Clarabelle right there, that I got in the set. And yeah, and also too, guys, like yeah, and also too, the Timid Sheds, since I already have the Timid Sheds, I didn't know that Bachman made another Timid Sheds with a different item number, because the newer one that they have the one that's got like that big like I don't know, station, or like controller box, whatever you call it, like sitting like right here, that's basically operates like on its own, like not the ones where you like turn it anymore, because the one that I have is the one where you like twist it, but not the newer one that has like the big like box, like station, whatever it is, like the signal box that's sitting right there. Because if you guys saw in yesterday's video, I put that at the end of my video. I actually put that item, the Timid Sheds item, the newer Timid Sheds, on there, as it doesn't count, because yeah, I already have a Timid Sheds. I got the older one, and why get the newer one though? It doesn't make sense though, even though it like operates on its own, it looks like, and it doesn't have the one where you like turn it like I do. So that's why I have it on my HO scale list for Thomas, as it doesn't count. And also too, yeah, like there's also, so since I also have the Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle set, folks, that came with Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle in like an oval track, or no, just like a circle track I meant. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is that I also have on my list, as I don't have it yet though, like if I had Birdie the Bus, Harold the Helicopter, and Sir Topham Hatt, and Bachman, and I got those separately. If I would have gotten all three of those separate, then I would have never. Then I would have put the Thomas and Friends special set that comes with those three figures and Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle on the list though. So basically, I would have put them on my don't count list as of an item that doesn't count. If I would have gotten Sir Topham Hatt, Harold, and Birdie the Bus separately, all three of them on their own. But however though, since I do not yet have Sir Topham Hatt, Birdie the Bus, and Harold the Helicopter, and Bachman yet, I figure, you know what? I think it'd be nice to have another Thomas engine and another Andy and Clarabelle in my HO collection. And basically that would be my way of why not I just collect Sir Topham Hatt, Harold the Helicopter, and Birdie the Bus in that way. I figure, why collect them? How about I just collect them that way? So then that way, well, not only will I get them in Bachman, not only will I get them in Bachman, actually no, what I meant to say was, not only will I get Sir Topham Hatt, Birdie the Bus, and Harold the Helicopter in Bachman as their Bachman figures in the Thomas and Friends special deluxe set, not only would I get those that I do not yet have, I would also get an extra Thomas the Tank Engine and an extra Annie and Clarabelle. And it comes with in more track too, more this steel black track right here. Yeah, and it would come with more track and everything too. So yeah, I could see myself getting some more track, and that's why I have that set on the list. So then that way I can I can have more track and have Birdie the Bus, Harold the Helicopter, and Sir Topham Hatt, and another Annie and Clarabelle and Thomas. So yeah, I mean, I already know I have a lot of Thomases and one Annie and one Clarabelle, but I figure, you know what, I don't see why I don't see why I can't. I mean, I don't see why I can't get another Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle right now. So I figure that's the only reason why I have it on my list, as I don't have it, because I feel that it counts though, and two, that I'd be getting the figures that I do not yet have, which is Harold, Birdie, and Sir Topham Hatt, and B, you're getting more track with it too. So that's the only reason why I'm getting the set. And yeah, even having another Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle, I think that'd be cool though. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, so then another item that I would have considered that it wouldn't count though, basically though, so for years though, I've been trying to find the Gordon's Express set, folks. So the Gordon's Express set, folks, I've been trying to find for years. So basically, I would be getting so basically, since I already have Gordon, which he's right there, and his and two of his composite coaches. That one's the 2018 version. That's the 2019 version. And his composite coach, that's the 2019 version. Those are those modern ones. So since I have those ones, that I also have his old school Express coaches too, such as the Gordon's composite coach and the Gordon's composite brake coach, and both of them are 2006 versions. And basically, I actually want to match it really bad. I really want to match. So basically, Gordon in total has a total of 5 Express coaches in total, as of right now in my collection. And basically, I've been trying to find a Gordon's composite coach, 2005, 2006 version, whatever it is. in HO scale Bachman for years, because yeah, ever since I found a used one of his old composite coach and composite brake coach that are both 2006 versions 8 years ago, that since I ever found them separately, I just thought to myself, all right, I'm not going to be able to find extra coach of his. But then a few years later after that, then I find out that they're remaking them though, but more like modern though. And yeah, so then that's when I collected all three of those over. They're like, that's when I collected two of his composite coaches and one brake coach to match the Thomas series, because in the model series he's always pulled three coaches. And yeah, so now like that's why I want to find myself an extra Gordon's composite coach in like the 2005 or 2006 version. So in that way, maybe like those ones can match those ones over there to make it even of like 6 express coaches for Gordon. So yeah, just like right there how I have the red composite express coaches, two of them right there, and the red composite express brake coach right there, those are all the 2022 versions. And I also have the older red express coaches too, that like I also have one composite coach of the red express. I have one red composite coach. Yeah, I have one red composite express brake coach. That's a 2006 version. Wait, right? Oh no. Yeah, no. So the red express brake coach that I have, the older one, that one is a 2005 version. And red express coach, that version I have as a 2005 version. And then the other composite coach, which is the red express coach, that's the 2006 version. So yeah. And so yeah, basically that. So in total, I'll say I have a total of like 11 express coaches from like Thomas and Friends. So basically, hopefully I find myself a Gordon's composite coach in like a 2005 or 6 version. So then that way I can like match it up with the other express coaches to make it 12 cars. So yeah. Yeah, so basically that the reason why I have the Gordon's Express set on my list, as I do not yet have it though, because if I already had an extra composite coach for like the older version of Gordon's coaches, like from like 2005 or 2006 version, if I already had an extra one to make it like 3 cars for that one, I would have basically put the Gordon's Express set on my don't count list, as it doesn't count. But however, since I'm still trying to find an extra coach of the 2005 or 6 version of Gordon's composite coach, I decided, you know what? I don't care what version it is, whether it's 2005, 6, or 7, even 8. That basically the way to find it is that I want to find it in the Gordon's Express set. And why do I want to find it in the Gordon's Express set? Well, basically, folks, since the Gordon's Express set comes with a Gordon engine, a Gordon's composite coach, and a Gordon's composite brake coach, since it comes with those, and a big oval track, like 4 straight track, I believe, and a lot of like curves too, that basically I just said to myself, you know what? Well, I can get more track with it. It'll come with more track, then I'll have a lot more track. And B, I can finally get myself an extra Gordon's composite coach to like match it with my other Gordon's composite coach and my Gordon's composite brake coach that are both 2006 versions. So yeah, there's those 2 reasons, and the other one is that obviously it'll come with another Gordon's composite brake coach, which will make like 13 express coaches of Thomas brand total that I'll have by then if I find the set. But however, the brake coach that comes with the Gordon's Express set, That one I'm actually gonna repaint into Spencer Special Break Coach, since Bachman never made a Spencer Special Break Coach. So I feel that that's why, like, I should get the Gordon's Express set, is because that even though I basically have it though, where it comes with a Gordon engine, a composite coach, a composite brake coach of the 2006 version of Gordon's, and a lot of track and everything, a controller in the Gordon's Express set. I feel too that even though I already have a Gordon's composite coach and a Gordon's composite express brake coach of the 2006 versions, and a Gordon engine, even though I already have those, and basically that's what comes with the set. That's what comes with the Gordon Express set, is a Gordon engine, a Gordon's composite coach, a Gordon's composite brake coach, and a lot of track. That's what it comes with the set. So I figure, you know what? A, I can get more track in the set to have on my layout, and B, I can finally get at it and finally have an extra Gordon's composite coach, whether it's a 2006 version or whatever version it is, as long as it's old school. And yeah, and also I would get another Gordon's composite brake coach too, of like the older school version too, from like 2005 or 6. So yeah, and that is the main reason why I want to get that set, is because of all that, so then that coach I can use to match it with my other ones of Gordon's older coaches from 2006. And as for the brake coach that'll come with the Gordon's Express set, that one I want to repaint into Spencer Special Brake Coach, since Bachman never made a Spencer Special Brake Coach. So yeah, that's why I want to do it. And yeah, so like that's that though. And basically, folks, I really hope I get that set though, because that's been a childhood dream of mine to find for years. Because what I'll also say too is, yeah, since the discontinued items are going to be the only hard ones to find, since the discontinued items are going to be the only ones that are going to be hard to find, I'm going to say too that, rather I find all the Thomas H.O. scale items that are currently on sale and coming out in the future first, whether it's just that, or if I only find the O-scale Thomas items that are coming out in the future and currently on sale, if any come out in the future. If I just find those only, either way it will be a celebration. But if I find both of them at the same time, and if I find all of them in both scales at the same time, that'll be a big celebration. But if I without that'll be a celebration right there, even though if I don't find all the discontinued items in just HO scale or O scale or both scales at the same time. But now if I find, say I collected all the HO scale Thomas items and O scale Thomas items that are discontinued and currently on sale. Say I collected every single one, and that I basically found all the discontinued items in HO scale, right? Or found all the O scale items that are discontinued, or both HO scale and O scale discontinued items at the same time with Thomas and Friends. Because either way, if it's one or the other that I find that's discontinued, and all discontinued items in either HO scale or O scale of Thomas and Friends, that'll be a bigger celebration right there. But if I find both of them, all of discontinued items in HO scale and O scale of Thomas and Friends, if I find all discontinued items of both scales of Thomas and Friends in both scales, that'll be even a bigger celebration right there. So that'll mean I will have collected every single Thomas item in HO scale and O scale that's discontinued, currently on sale, and coming out in the future in both scales. That'll be a big celebration right there, folks. And yeah, I can't wait for that day to come. I'm going to figure out a video I'm going to film that day. So yeah.